So hi everybody. Some of you have asked for a kind of a mini vlog, I guess, or just a little video showing you my backyard and my garden. One thing you'll notice is the sound of birds. They're not noise to me. To me, they're beautiful. So anyhow, I'm going to take you on a little excursion. You'll also hear some traffic. But this is the west side of my backyard. As you can see, some of the plants are starting to bloom and some have not. The trees are starting to show just the slightest bit of green. It's late March here in Virginia, and it's starting to warm up. It's probably in the mid-60s here today, a little breezy. It's going to be nice. Let me show you a couple of things that might be interesting to you. This is a Bluebird house. As you can see, it's blue. Bluebirds are very particular about where they live. In our area, you have to plant the pole that holds the house and turn the house so that it faces east. This is west, and this is facing east. Bluebirds are very particular about the wind blowing in and how the house is oriented. So you have to turn it. We've had great luck. There's always a family in here. Nobody home today, though. Okay, so let's go over here. See, a couple of our bushes are already nice and bright. We have some nice plant bushes. I cut these back every fall. I can't remember what they're called, but cut them back. And this is going to be lantana. Attracts butterflies. This is a hydrangea. I just planted it last fall, so it went dormant over the winter, and as you can see, it's just now starting to show some signs of waking up. Hydrangeas are beautiful. If you don't have them in your area, you're missing something. I'm going to do another video later in the year, and I'll show you these plants when they're in full bloom, okay? This is another hydrangea. Not quite as far along as the other, but it's coming. You'll be amazed when I come back out here in a few months and show these again. You're just going to be shocked at how much they've changed. Now the area, the bed here, I just got finished over the winters raking a lot of dead stuff out. That's why it's such a mess. But I'm going to be mulching all this, so I'll come back and show you what it looks like after it's been mulched. Okay. If you look carefully here, I just noticed this myself. Can you see the little buds? See that little green bud? They're just popping out all over, aren't they? I hope you can, yeah, there's one, you can see it. So, in the next few weeks, these trees will be really green. Then later in the summer, they'll bloom with beautiful flowers. Okay. Couple cranes my daughter gave me. More shrubs and bushes. This is a nice little area. This is what an overwintered hydrangea looks like. As you can see, I didn't cut it back. It's old and it's not particularly healthy, but it'll come back. You wait till July. I'll come out and show you what it looks like. You can see some of the they call these snowballs. This is the bloom. When it's fresh in the middle of the summer, it's absolutely gorgeous. This particular one is all white. And the ones that I showed you before are going to have colors to them. So here's some bird food. My wife is real into birds. She's a real bird watcher. So she takes care of them. Usually down here on the ground, you'll see squirrels trying to get at the seeds that the birds knock out of the bird feeders. Now this I'm going to show you is going to scare you at first. You've heard of a scarecrow, right? Well, we have crows in this area, and they love to eat the bird seed. So to keep them out of the area, we put up, I don't know why this works, but it does. Now, this is not real, okay? Understand that what I'm going to show you is not real. This is just a prop that you hang up and it scares the crows away. So what is it? That's what it is. It's just a fake crow that's dead. And of course, it's not a real bird. It's just a toy. But you hang it up upside down like that, and the other crows see it. Crows are very, very smart. Okay. So they see that, and it scares them away. They say, "Nah, we better not hang out over here." This is my deck to the house. Where we sit. Okay. So here's my strawberry patch. You can see it's nice and green right now. Nice and green. I'm going to feed it. Probably this weekend I'll feed it. A little fertilizer. Doesn't need a lot. And it's going to take off. So in another month or so, this will be full of white blooms and then nice big red strawberries. Strawberries are almost a weed here. They're very, very comfortable in our climate. And you can see a couple of little flowers, I think. Can you see those? Yeah, there's one. So this is going to be full of strawberries in another month. This is my newest bed. I'm going to turn this way so you can see it's metal. It's 4 feet high. I'm sorry, 2 feet high. These, believe it or not, are perfectly fine. These are garlic plants that I put in the ground late last fall. And they overwinter here, they do fine. And these big tall green ones that you see are onions, I think. If they're not onions, they're leeks. But these are garlic bulbs. And I'll take these out probably in late June, early July. I have a little tube I've built up here, so if I want to put a cover over this, I can. So this area, once these are pulled out, this whole bed will be empty. And I might plant tomatoes here. Haven't decided. I'm going to cut back a little bit this year. This will be a nice bed. It's fairly new. If I don't plant tomatoes in here, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm going to do first? Before I do all that, I'm going to plant butter beans. I'll plant butter beans in several of these planters, and we'll harvest them in June. And God, we love them. Love them. They're lima beans. Most people call them limas, but here in the South, they're called butter beans. So here's another short bed, and as you can see, we have rabbits. And rabbits will just eat anything they can get their hands on. So I have to put the beds, I have to put wire fencing around them to keep the rabbits out. So here's a nice bed. I just cleaned this out. It was full of weeds. Just cleaned it out the other day. I'm going to be adding some amendments to it, some soil, fertilizer, and I'll be planting in here shortly. This is going to have lima beans. Then after the lima beans come out, around here you can get at least 2 plantings done. So I'm going to do the limas, and then after that, we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Here's a small bed. It's metal. Again, has the wire, but I haven't weeded this yet this spring. This is what they all look like as they've overwintered. And actually these weeds are good. They're good for the soil. This is a collard plant that I took out the other day. It's just sitting in some soil, and as you can see, it's doing just fine. Anybody like collards? Come on over and get them. They're delicious if you know how to cook them. Here's a similar bed. I'll grow some squash, probably zucchini and yellow squash. Tomatoes, of course, butter beans, beets, radishes, do a lot of greens, lettuce, things like that. This is a real old bed. If you look carefully, you can see that the wood has completely rotted away. There's nothing really holding the soil in place now. It's just that it's been there so long it didn't go away. So this is a pipe. This is called a T-bar, actually. I have another one right there, and I can hang. Let me step back. So you can see that they're in the bed, the width of the bed, and if I want to, I can hang mesh between them, nylon fabric, and plants that want to crawl up, that are vines. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, I'm going to grow some sweet potatoes this year too. Yeah. So this is rosemary, believe it or not, and you can see it did not really weather that well. I'm going to come in here and cut all this dead stuff out. Well, some of it's still alive. I'll cut the, maybe it's not dead. But it had a rough time this winter. It's not looking too healthy right now, but it'll bounce back. You can see some of the nice fresh green starting to grow out. This is sage. Sage overwinters here too. It doesn't necessarily come through it completely unscratched, but it survives, and it too will, as the weather warms, it'll take off and grow. So that's really kind of it. Not a very big garden. I'm going to walk over here and show you how it looks from a slight distance. There you go. So you can see how it looks. Not big, just big enough for me. It's just what I want. I love to come out here, especially early in the morning or late in the afternoon after the heat of the day. I would come out here and play with my plants, water them, feed them, weed them, make sure the pests aren't eating them alive. Just spend some time out here. So it'll be nice and green in a few weeks. and a very peaceful place to be. So that's my little garden. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this brief little tour of the backyard. I'm going to go for a walk soon too in our state park. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll take you back there and show you what it looks like. All right, guys. See you soon.